Slightly bigger man.
Now entering the ring, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 215 pounds and trained by Gary Martyr, Jason Klabal.
I'm digging the mariachi music.
Yeah. So Jason Klabal, I don't know much about his background. I think he's a later replacement. He is a huge human being.
Yeah, he's got like super badass tattoos and stuff too, man.
Jason Klabal, 6'4", 215 pounds, 44 years old. This is as both finance and self-employed, representing Gleason's world famous boxing club in New York City.
This guy's 44?
44.
Wow.
Looks great for 44.
Not only that, if you guys can catch this guy's headshot, it's like 3 buttons down. It looks like a George Costanza Christmas card.
Yeah.
Handsome gentleman.
Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 230 pounds, fighting out of World of Boxing and trained by Patty Farrell, Chris Byrne.
Chris Byrne, slightly younger at 42 years old, slightly shorter at 6'3" to Jason Klabal, 6'4", but 230 pounds. This is another huge human being. I mentioned before, this is a Masters Division bout. 16-ounce gloves, so slightly larger gloves. The length of time for the rounds could range anywhere from 2 minutes to 1.5 minutes to 1 minute. They'll probably be 2-minute rounds, but don't be surprised if they're slightly shorter, and don't be surprised if the fight is slightly shorter. But guys this size, a one punch can change everything.
Our third fight of the evening is brought to you by our silver sponsor, the Schroy family.
All right, bringing both big men to the ring. If you were looking at the bout sheet, it looks like Jason is our tallest fighter of the night.
Nothing behind
Chris
the head.
Byrne,
Nothing behind
our
the back.
heaviest fighter of the night.
This is good. Anything lower is no good. When I say break, you stop punching and separate. When I say stop, you separate, listen to me. You guys ready?
All right, my man,
Punch.
Mills Lane.
Go.
Right? This guy means business.
We'll say the Metro LBC is one of the better LBCs
No
in the
doubt.
country. And again, the USA Boxing in general, always on top of things. But Metro's just a great LBC.
Now, both men are orthodox boxers, coming out right-handed, right? What I'll say is this. We're behind the Jumbotron, and so far I was thinking, dude, all these guys are lefties. Yeah, they're not lefties. I'm seeing the back of the screen.
Great right hand by Klabal early. Lots of nervous energy. You see the jitters.
With the big boys, I feel like I have to talk quick because you never know how long it's going to last. Some rabbit punches back of the head. He's going to get a caution for it right now. Warranted caution. Good sign of respect by both boxers. Seeing a little bit more nervous energy from these two. You agree, Marco?
Yeah, and Klabal's throwing a jab, but he's lining up that right hand. His right hand is thrown from his pocket. He's definitely getting a little comfortable.
Klabal strikes me as a dude that has probably dropped that right hand in the financial district on some dude at a bar at one point.
Yeah.
But, with good cause.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You know?
Oh,
See that right hand? Oh.
Right hand. That's
Whoa,
he
he called that a
called for a
slap?
slap. I'll tell you right now, that's not a slap I want to get hit with.
If that's
Great
a
right
slap-
hand again. Look for an 8 count coming.
Smart move by Bird, closing the distance, tying up. As soon as they let go, though,
so when you see the newer boxers, so there's 3 typical calls that a referee will make. It's stop, box, and break. If they say stop, you need to stop fighting. You need to take a step back, and you can't box again until they tell you box. If they tell you break, you take 1 step back, and you can start firing right away. Newer boxers
it's
don't.
not terribly intuitive.
No doubt about it. I mean, it's when you're in the heat of a fight, especially if it's your first time and you're fighting at the Hammerstein Ballroom, probably not filing all the rules for USA Boxing. Great right hand again to the body and to the head. Klabal, again, not a polished boxer, Guy's got some pop.
You know what, too? I think as he settled in, some of that nervous energy comes off, you're seeing what he can do, right? And he doesn't need to be acute. I will say his right hand of the body is decent. He's got good hips, right? He turns it over a little bit. I also think he's giving Byrne quite a bit of respect on these breaks, where I don't know that he has to. Good control at the end there.
All right, so I think a clear round for Jason Klabal. I'll tell you, his right hook to the body is clean and it's hard. I'd love to see more of that and a straight right hand to the head.
What I would like to see is Klabal throw it from his eye. So chamber the right hand, don't pocket it, don't cock the hammer.
I'd love to see him Philly shell too, Matt. I don't think he's throwing anything from his eyeballs.
That's fair. Chris Byrne. Chris Byrne, I think, will have a better second round. Clearly, a lot of adversity in that first round, right? A lot of high output, big offense from Klabal. He tends to push a little bit. Make room with his arms straightened out. I like to see him have a little bit more of a conventional guard, hands a little bit higher.
I'll tell you, Chris Byrne, his boxing is not terrible by any stretch, but you look at his face and you're like, this is a nice guy. This is a great guy raising money for charity. I don't necessarily know. Like, Jason Klabal is throwing
Klabal would be like
punches.
a good friend.
Yes, to have, like, when you're like, you should see my buddy who's coming out of the bathroom because you wouldn't talk to me like that.
Exactly. Good officiating. Looked like we had the blue corner tightening up some headgear here, as well as removing some water ice that fell. Like Mark had mentioned, we're looking at Masters Edition headgear, a little bit larger. Same with the gloves. Klabal is feeling very confident at this point, which is warranted, but not necessarily a good thing.
On the inside, Byrne tends to hold. Klabal puts his hands up showing he's not holding. I'd like Klabal to make some room.
Yes.
You know, actively disengage from that clinch and land that right hand.
I think what we're seeing here a little bit, I don't think Klabal respects Byrne's power. And I think Byrne needs to show him
and again,
a reason
Klabal has his arms out. He's saying, I'm not holding. Great, pal. Make some room then. Actively break that clinch.
Stay right there. It's kind of interesting who the referee is going to caution here. Now, Byrne is initiating the clinches, but Klabal is kind of grabbing behind the head a bit with that left hand. Again, not necessarily anything that's, you know, intentional, right? But at the same time, it kind of makes for a slower bout.
Klabal getting real cute with that lead left hand. I don't hate it because there's no accountability.
Sure.
Chris Byrne is very comfortable fighting off his back foot and making it through 6 minutes. Jason Klabal wants to close out this show.
Great right hand to the body, Mark. This is exactly what we're talking about. Now, what you're seeing here is a standing 8 count for those at home. Mark, can you walk us through this here?
Yeah, so a standing 8 count is when a fighter is in danger. The referee sees they're not defending themselves. You can receive up to 4 standing 8 counts in about 3 in a round before the ref has to wave it off, even if a boxer's still in it. When there's a standing 8 count, whoever delivered the standing 8 count has to go to a neutral corner. That's a white corner, not supposed to be coached up, so you don't go to your own corner. Jason Klabal, with that 8 count alone, handily winning this round, no doubt about it, and starting to run away with this fight. Standing 8 counts don't technically count towards scoring, but when you land a punch that warrants a standing 8 count, you have to assume you did some damage.
Yeah, and so the real takeaway from that round, right, was exactly what you said in terms of, while I like that Klabal is bringing the offense, right, for that one exchange, he didn't smother his offense.
He made enough room, and he's throwing uppercuts, he's boxing. He seems to be getting a little frustrated in the clinch, and I don't blame him, but it's your job to kind of break that clinch. When the ref says break, take a step back, throw some leather. So, again, nothing against Chris Byrne. Seems like a great guy. Raised a ton of money for research. Has given a great account of himself. Personally, I'd like to see Jason Klabal put an exclamation point and close out this show in the 3rd round.
Chris Byrne looks exactly like one of the Beastie Boys and one of the guys from Impractical Jokers.
Yes.
And Jason Klabal looks like the guy, like a member of like The Bachelor, that gets like kicked off after like
and then,
the
like,
5th
destroys
episode.
the set.
Yeah, like kicks like a hole through the sliding glass door.
You can keep your rose.
I like when he whips that right hand to the body.
That right hook to the body is excellent. I want to see him straighten out that 2 after the fact. Make a little bit of room. Yeah, now he's fighting at range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Huge right hand. Now Klabal should be facing center.
They might let this go, but I think the referee is going to be real. Yeah, so they're going to let this go, but I'm telling you.
Oh, Byrne caught a break here.
And now if this corner has any experience, he should take the longest amount of time possible.
Oh,
really
he is.
pretend
Look at
to
this
struggle.
guy.
There you go.
I love this
pretend
dude.
to
This guy
struggle with
knows
the
what he's doing.
headgear.
Look at him.
Be like, oh, geez, I can't seem to fit it right. That's the type of things
This
that
is
you
a
get.
Velcro strap. That took 30 seconds. That is a savvy coach. He did exactly what he should do. If you look at Byrne, he shook out the cobwebs. He's throwing right to his own. He
Good
landed
right hand by
hand, Marco.
Byrne.
Brilliant work by that corner. And you know what I like? Byrne showing that this isn't exclusively a moral victory, Marco.
I was going to say, because, the first 4 minutes, it looked like it was going to be. And now it looks like, you know what? I'm still in this fight. I'm going to put my right hand on you, see what it does.
I think unless you've been really punched in your face, right? It's hard to envision what that's like. Because, instinctively you want to tell Byrne, dude, bite down, just throw, right? Well, that's easy to say when you
you're
don't
not
have
standing across the ring from Jason Klabal.
Yeah, exactly. A 6'3" animal,
Klabal stalking. He's lined up that right hand. He's 3 or 4 inches away from ending this fight.
You know what he needs to do, though? Which way is he floating?
Yeah, he's floating towards his left. He's got to cut off the ring, step more to his right.
Couple small steps to the right. He's going to find that right hand. See, he's choking it now. He doesn't realize.
There, great right
there it
hand.
is. But he's got to again.
He's got to cut off the ring.
Right.
Hard right.
And if you can line him up, that's it.
Great right hand again.
Oh man,
he's missing by mere inches at this point.
I think he also paced himself pretty well in that second round, and he has a little bit left in the tank. Now, I don't know his level of fitness, but I know that he has quite a bit left because of how economic he was in his output.
10 seconds left. Yeah, I think Klabal's just. Oh, it looks like he's coming in. And again, Klabal, to me, looking at some of the things, it looked like he was a late replacement. That doesn't mean he's new to boxing. That doesn't mean he has less experience than Chris Byrne.
It should also be mentioned that I did say that Chris Byrne looked like a member of the Beastie Boys, and they hit him with the what? With the sure shot.
The sure shot.
I will say there's a sure shot that he lost a unanimous decision.
Yeah, that's about as clear-cut of a fight that you're going to see tonight until someone goes to sleep. Just so you know, with 12 bouts on the card, you're going to have somebody that goes home early.
And Mark mentioned this earlier. The focus of tonight is raising money for charity.
Over
right?
$1 million, man.
Over $1 million tonight. We're talking like $18 million overall in the 10 years that Haymakers has been in existence. With that being said, there are 2 adults punching each other in the face. So get ready for anything to happen. We've seen it in every show we've called so far.
Looks like Official decision coming up again. I think we both have it. A clear-cut, lopsided win for Jason Klabal, but good account by Chris Byrne.
Absolutely.